It's meant home, friends, a good place to be and learn.
Lewis as a church means to me um, just a lot of different things. They have just a really good way of expressing the importance of getting the gospel um, out into the community. As being one of the major local churches in Langston/Barbersville, and they really emphasize the gospel conversations which you can have with your everyday friends, coworkers, just wherever you are, and also missions which also reach to other parts of the world besides Huntington.
I think this church is amazing, and I think everybody here is really nice, and it means a lot to me to be here for the past few years I've been here.
Lewis, to me, has meant for a place where I can go and become closer to God. So growing up, I never really was religious because I didn't have a place to go because I would have been alone and I didn't have anyone. But now, Lewis is a place where I can go make friends and strengthen my relationships.
As to many, the church is just a building. But for me, Lewis Memorial Baptist Church in particular has been an excellent place to have had my faith fostered and grown within with the amazing people in the congregation, and I hope that in the future that it can be the same for many other people who are younger than me.
Lewis has honestly been a home to me. It has been somewhere that I can really express who I am and find friends and really just connect with God and like look at other people and see, model myself after them. So it's really just been like a really good home for me.
Over the next 5 years, I see myself in the college group at Lewis.
Over the next few years, I can see myself probably being in the college group and maybe going on some mission trips.
If Matt's still the youth pastor in 5 years, I'd like to work with Matt and do stuff with the youth group, since the youth group's played a really big part in my life ever since I was in 6th grade up until my senior year now.
Over the next 5 years, I still see myself being here and getting closer to God and creating more friendships.
I simply hope to be a more spiritually mature and better person.
Well, honestly, in the next 5 years, I would really like to see myself starting or already being involved in a bigger ministry, or like being a head of a ministry, and like other than just going to Markham Terrace, but reaching out farther than Markham Terrace and going even farther than that and just really diving into something different.
I'd like to thank Matt and all the youth leaders. They've been a huge part in my life, and Wyatt, I'd like to thank him too for being a part of my life.
I guess some people that I'd like to thank are Wyatt and Matt McClay.
A few people that have played a major part in my life is definitely Matt and my best friend Wyatt.
Some people at Lewis that have really helped with my spiritual life. It's got to be Jordan, since she was the person who got me to come here, and then Matt and April, who have been there along the way helping me out.
I got 3 homies. 1, Matt McClay, an excellent youth pastor. Number 2, Charles Meadows, my dad. Number 3, Wyatt McCabe, a brother in Christ and a great friend.
Honestly, April and Matt have really been a huge part of my life, not just this school year, but honestly since I've been into the youth group. They've really invested in my life and cared about who I am and who I am as a person and where I want to go. And honestly, without them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
The people at Lewis I'd like to thank are Wyatt, Kate, and Matt.
I'd have to say James 4:8 because it shows how God is. You draw near to Him, He'll draw near to you.
Revelation 21:6, since God is known as Alpha and Omega and beginning and the end, He's the only person who knows where I will go in life, and He will be the end, the only end.
My life verse would be Jeremiah 29:11. It talks about the plan that the Lord has for you, that even though, trials may come, tribulations may pass, but the Lord has a plan for you, and it's not one of evil, but it's one for prosperity and hope.
My favorite Bible verses are Romans 12:1-2.
Yes, my favorite verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I got that verse in the time where I broke my ankle and I really needed a pick-me-up verse in a way. It sounds kind of bad, but if I can get through not being able to walk for 3 months, what can I not get through with God? He really just got me through everything that I needed to get through, and He can continue to do that for the rest of my life.